I'm listening to not my production on this topic. Now I'm listening to some Marvin Gaye right now because I'm feeling for Lamar Jackson in this moment. Let me jump. Oh, mercy, mercy me. I mean, God, dog. Woo! You're talking about a 14-point swing in this game. Lamar Jackson said on Monday that he has requested a trade from the Baltimore Ravens as the team, quote, has not been interested in meeting my value in contract talks. Okay, that's the headline, but the headline gets deeper. The star quarterback made the announcement saying he made the request on, what's today's date? 27th? March 2nd. I'm like, March, 25 days ago you did this? God, dog, all this conjecture and all this stuff about this contract and the negotiations and where they stand. Oh, we have missed the plot twist in this one 25 days later, right? And that's another thing. That's why I tell you all them insiders, and I'm not taking shots at the individual. I'm just saying the mechanism of being an insider. I told y'all they manipulate. You know it all on one contract, another contract, you don't know jack. Did any insider nail that on March 2nd, Lamar Jackson requested a trade? No. So always take what they say with a grain of salt. But let's get back to this story. Quote, I love the game of football. My dream is to help a team win the Super Bowl. Blah, blah, blah. Adding that the Ravens fans are great, but I had to make a business decision that was best for my family and I. No matter how far I go where my career takes me, I'll continue to be close to my fans of Baltimore, Flock Nation, and the entire state of Maryland. You'll see me again. Yeah, because you're on TV every week. What do you mean? Okay, after that, or before that, right around there, I don't know exactly, let me not lie, his Twitter went protected. Uh-oh. That means like, yo, if you ain't following me, you ain't rocking with me, you ain't gonna see what I'm talking about. It's getting crunchy around here. Whenever cats start saying, I only want to hear from you and not y'all, woo, we getting to him, man. This is getting to him. Okay, last September, Adam Schefter and Chris Mortensen reported that Baltimore offered him $133 million guaranteed, $175 million guaranteed for injury, and $200 million in total guarantees if he was on the roster in 2026. Okay, that's more than Kyler Murray, all that have been second to Deshaun Watson. We get it. This is the problem. Let's say the good, bad, and ugly of what's going on right now. Everybody know he's going to make plays. Like Lamar Jackson is one of those guys, you get some mud and a stick and say, go that way, and I'll go this way and score touchdowns. It works, right? Here's the thing, though. We know that he's a winner, fourth most wins of any quarterback in the Super Bowl era. Guess who he's behind? Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Roger Staubach, the billionaire. Come on, dog. So we know he's a winner, but they are 3-9 in the last 12 games that he's missed in his absence, which shows his value. But here's what doesn't show his value. Over the last 2 years, 33 total touchdowns, 20 picks, and has missed those games, 11 games, they say, including that playoff loss to the Bengals. Here's why Lamar Jackson's in trouble right now. As I'm putting on my former player hat, I'm putting on used to represent myself in negotiations hat. I'm also just going to look at it from the outside as an analyst. Let's talk about this. This is a deadly game of good cop versus bad cop. And I want you guys to go through the optics with me. In every negotiation, it's standard to have a good cop and a bad cop, right? The athlete, good cop, play, do your thing. Bad cop, agent. I got to talk bad against these guys that you're going to have to go to battle with. The executives, the organization, maybe even some of your teammates I might have to call out to obviously give you more leverage in these negotiations. Okay. So we know what the athlete's perspective looks like. And for the organization, in this situation, they have two key figures. One is John Harbaugh. He is the good cop. He was interviewed today talking about it. Man, Lamar's my quarterback. Lamar's my guy. That's not my part of the job in terms of contract negotiation. That's my dude, though. But who's the bad cop? Eric DeCosta, right? Anybody raise your hand last time you seen him talk like explicitly about Lamar Jackson? He has, but when the last time? He can stay back in the cut and just take those shots like a sniper, right? Because he's the bad cop. You don't want him front and center. You want him in the back in the bushes or Remy on the roof. Boom, right? and make those shots. Now let's go back to Lamar Jackson. Here's the problem. Who's the bad cop for Lamar Jackson? Oh, is it his mother? Is it his agent, his mother? Because if it is, when the last time you seen her front and center? You're done. You haven't, right? So she's staying in the cut. But is she taking those shots? I don't know. You want to know why I don't think she is? Because Lamar is taking the shots. Lamar is tweeting out. Lamar is going through the details of his contract. Lamar is giving us the beats. Lamar's the one telling us he had to request a trade. So his bad cop is actually his good cop. The quarterback that made all of those plays is also the guy who has to do the dirty work in terms of a public contract negotiation. Yes, that's what's happening here right now. Lamar Jackson is losing this battle because he's not properly playing good cop versus bad cop. Now, I am not blaming the fact that he's representing himself as the reason why he's failing in these negotiations according to what he desires. No, because we know there's guys who got paid. His teammate, Roquan Smith, got a 5-year, $100 million deal representing himself. Negotiated an entire contract with that bad cop, Eric DaCosta. So I'm not saying the figures are bad. I'm saying you don't even have the proper structure to play the game as the Ravens are playing the game. Ravens are like, dog, what are you doing? You're tweeting out everything. You're now telling everybody, oh, retroactively 25 days later, that this is the issue. And now you're trying to force our hand by saying you wanted out because we don't respect your fair market value when, God, this is going to hurt because I love me some Lamar Jackson. When we said go out there and show us what you're worth. Here's the problem. No one is called with a real offer. Why? Because Lamar Jackson is not only going to come with a $200 million price tag, but 2 first-rounders. That's not collusion, y'all. As much as you want to say it is, people out there like, we're not going to do the dirty work for the Ravens. They can match that. And if they don't match that, who wants to give up 2 firsts and $200+ million for a guy who's been hurt a little bit of late and not exactly the same unanimous MVP? Whew, which way is up for my man Lamar Jackson? One thing that needs to be tweeted out, what is your number? And what is the Ravens number? Let's just, if we're going to go there, right? No half pregnant in this conversation right now. So it's a tough one. I'm looking at him, and that old adage is coming to my head. If you represent yourself, you have a fool as a client. Boy, I hope it's not true in this case, because it's other cases like your teammate that it wasn't. But Lamar, right now, you're down in the score. Time to make some plays.